So welcome to my channel Fully Explain MCQ. Today we will see what is a mole concept, how mole concept is developed. So mole concept. Mole is nothing but a number of quantities of any substance, of any atom, of any you can say electrons. So one thing you have to remember in your mind, that mole is a quantity of a substance. It is a unit of quantity of a substance. For example, if you say if you go to the market and purchase 1 dozen of eggs. Now what is the quantity of 1 dozen of eggs? Suppose 1 dozen eggs. What do you mean by 1 dozen eggs? 1 dozen eggs means 12 eggs. 12 eggs. Okay. What is dozen? Dozen is nothing but a quantity of a substance. In the same way, if I say 1 mole eggs, 1 mole eggs, as I earlier said, it is also quantity of a substance. 1 mole eggs means, just like 1 dozen means 12 eggs, 1 mole eggs means 6.022 into 10 raised to power 23 eggs. How this number came into existence, that is very, very important. Scientists have defined mole. Actual definition of the mole is, it is a quantity of a substance where that contains as many elementary particles as there are in 12 gram of carbon C. 12 gram of carbon C12 carbon. Means if you take isotope C12 12 grams, and in 12 grams if you count the number of carbon atoms in that substance, so what that large number will come, that number will be said 1 mole of a substance. Now what is this? It is a amount of a substance where there are how many numbers of particles should be? 6.022 into 10 raised to power 23. If you take any substance, this much quantity of any substance, and you weigh that substance, that will become a 1 mole. If you take that quantity in gram, that will become a 1 mole. So as defined, 1 mole is a quantity of a substance that contains as many atoms are there in 12 gram of carbon 12. Now how this quantity came? Now you have taken 12 gram of carbon and you don't know but how many particles and how many atoms are there in a 12 gram of carbon. Now to calculate number of atoms in 12 gram, we should know the mass of 1 atom of a carbon. Now it is impossible to calculate or to get a mass of 1 atom of the carbon, but with the help of spectroscopic method, scientists have determined the mass of 1 atom of the carbon, and that mass is equal to 1.992648 into 10 raised to power minus 23 gram. It is the mass of 1 atom of carbon 12. Now we have total amount of carbon 12 is 12 gram, and we have 1 atom mass of carbon 12. Now if you divided this quantity by this quantity, you will get a number of particles. Now you have to divide 12 gram divided by 1.992648 into 10 raised to power 23 gram. This quantity is gram, this is also in gram. So you will get the figure 6.022 into 10 raised to power 23 atoms of the carbon. So in 12 gram there are this many atoms of the carbon. How you decided this? You have decided it by taking or by measuring the mass of 1 atom of the carbon with the help of spectroscopic method. That come 1.992648 into 10 raised to power 23, and you have to divide it 12 gram by this number, so you will get this many amount of number, and this amount of number is nothing but 1 mole of the quantity, and this number is called Avogadro number. Avogadro number. Avogadro number is nothing but a 6.022 into 10 raised to power 23. Now these are atoms, so we can say anything like we can say atoms, or we can say charged particle, we can say ions, we can say electron. If I say 1 mole electron, then how many electrons will be there? There will be 6.022 into 10 raised to power 23, this many electrons. If I say 1 mole of ions, 1 mole of Na positive ions, 1 mole of sodium ions, so this quantity will be same, 6.022 into 10 raised to power 23 ions, sodium ions. So this is about mole. And if you take 1 mole of each gas, and that 1 mole of each gas, there will be 6.022 into 10 raised to power 23 particles, and at STP the volume will be 22.71 liter. Mass of 1 mole of substance is called its molar mass. Molar mass means mass of 1 mole of a substance is called a molar mass, because in that 1 mole of a substance there will be 6.022 into 10 raised to power 23 numbers of the maybe atoms, or it may be molecules. Suppose you take water, then it may be molecule. If you take atoms, then if you take any gas, for example helium gas, neon gas, there will be atoms. So the mass of 1 mole of substance is called a molar mass, and it is in gram. It is in gram. Now what is the molar mass of oxygen? That is a 16 gram. Molar mass of oxygen is equal to 16 gram. So what is 16 gram denotes? 16 gram denotes that in 16 gram there is a 6.022 into 10 raised to power 23 atoms of the oxygen. In any molar quantity there will be 1 Avogadro numbers of atoms. And molar mass and molecular mass or atomic mass will have the same magnitude but different unit. That is a molar mass, that will be in the gram, or atomic mass or molecular mass will be in U, because that is a smaller unit and gram is a bigger unit. So in this way we have studied the mole concept. It is very easy, but you have to remember only this number. In this way we have studied the mole concept. If you understood this concept, please like my channel, share and subscribe, and study hard. And study hard so that you can open your mind, because I think you have to be employer, not an employee, because when you are an employer you will get a freedom of time and freedom of money, and this should be the goal in your life. Friends, thank you for watching this video.